Well, hello, old friends, and welcome back to the channel. Great news, it's Babylon 5 time, so why wait? We're watching Season 5, Episode 7, Secrets of the Soul, which makes me think of the Soul Hunters all the way back in Season 1. Why are we waiting? Let's watch. If you could do me a quick favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps out a small channel, and it allows me to alert you next time it's time for Babylon 5, or any of our sci-fi fare. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description. And if you're not a fan of Patreon, consider YouTube memberships. You'll get all of our episodes at least a day early. But my dear, dear friends, all that is then and this is now, and what is now? Now it's time for Secrets of the Soul, the 7th episode of the 5th and final season of Babylon 5. Prepare to engage maximum warp reaction. And away we go. Interesting opening
Doctor's
music.
personal log. Every day brings us something new at Babylon 5.
Isn't that the truth?
My job now is to catalog all those possible infections for the new alliance and compile a complete medical profile on all the member races.
All right, now breathe in slowly.
It's amazing that this hasn't been done before, because you could think that that could lead to, we've seen it, entire civilizations wiped out.
Even though your people are carrion eaters, so that you're constantly being exposed to alien bacteria, you seem almost impervious to outside infection.
Pakmara are chosen of God, very special. We can eat of all the creatures who walk and fly and crawl, but not of the fish in the sea.
Oh, they can't eat fish. Interesting.
Your system may be set up to destroy harmful bacteria on a selective basis. I'd like to do an analysis of your upper intestinal system. This is a barium compound. It'll help me track how your system handles outside material.
Not on the approved list.
This is a non-organic compound, does not fall in the same category. So don't worry now, you'll be fine. We do this all the time. Here.
So they're basically giving him a barium enema to track the upper GI, I guess. Yes, I know. Enemas go up.
That's why we're all here. To better understand one another and treat each other with sympathy and compassion.
You are on the right side of the glass.
Travel violation. They don't have any money, any transit papers. Half of them don't even have current ID.
We are with Byron. We were told we could.
Oh.
This is where we are gathering.
Yeah, it's the right place. But this is getting out of hand. How many more of you people are coming here?
How many angels can dance on the head of a pin?
Oh, and there's Byron.
How many angels can dance on the head of a pin? As many as want to. How many of my brother and sister telepaths are coming? As many as want to.
Until Sheridan tells you no, which is going to be bad.
As with all the rest who have already arrived, we will provide you with all the paperwork you require from our friends here. You have my word.
Technically, it's not your call to make, Zach.
Lita, can I talk to you for a minute, please?
Oh, yeah, Zach's not going to like
Those
this.
guys are gonna be trouble yet. You just watch and see. There's more going on here than they're telling us.
Why are you whispering around telepaths? I really do feel for the telepaths. Really do.
Would you like to see?
Of course, Peter. Show me.
What can you do, Pete? Oh, TK.
That was very good, Peter. Very, very good.
Oh, I know everything's going to go and turn to shit with the telepaths, but I like them. That's the best thing about this show, though. We've talked about it all the time. Babylon 5 does not say, here is a story, here are the sides of the story, here's the side of the story we want you to focus on and approve of. They never do that. They say, here are the two sides. We're going to give you some facts. Make up your mind. I love that. That's one of my absolute favorite things about Babylon 5. And so, I mean, the telepath situation, especially on board Babylon 5, it's one of those choices that they're going to give you. JMS is like, here you go. Let me know what you think. Thanks, JMS. I see a lot of similarities between season 1 and season 5 already, even though we're just starting the 7th episode. But I was a huge fan of season 1. I love the world building. I love And a lot of you have told me that season 5, JMS was going to start trying to set up like the next phase of stories. You can see.
What the hell are you doing with those people?
What? What people?
Byron, the others.
Telepaths like me?
Those people are telepaths, same as me.
Oh, no, not the same. I don't like it, and that Byron guy's the worst of the bunch.
Byron is a sweet, charming, sympathetic man who's trying to create a better world.
He's trouble, and I don't think you should be seeing him anymore.
Zach.
You're jealous.
No, I am not jealous.
No? Care to give me permission to peek inside and find out?
You don't understand.
She understands perfectly.
You and the others needed my help during the Shadow War, and I did that. I put my life on the line, and what did I get? You were going to boot me into smaller quarters because I couldn't afford anything better? The only way I got out of that was to rejoin the Psi Corps, and you don't even want to know the deal I had to make to pull that one off.
Lita.
I'm not finished.
Good.
After all that, you had the nerve to ask me to risk my life a second time during the Civil War back home, and stupid me.
I did it. Yep.
What did I get out of that?
Nothing.
Nothing. Nada. Zip. Zilch. I got no life, no hope, no prospects. Byron is putting his life on the line to create something for his people. And I'm one of them. He's given us back a sense of dignity.
Purpose.
If you can't handle that, I'm sorry, but there's nothing I can do about it.
Look, if you could just give me 5 minutes.
Zach,
She already did.
if Byron asked me to follow him into hell, I'd do it gladly with a smile on my face, because I believe in him.
Yep. The elevator scene in Third Space could have changed the course of events, but
Somebody die? Hey, I'm talking to you.
are you out of your mind?
Who the hell do you think you're talking to? Think you're a big shot, don't you? All of you damn teeps. You come down here, parade around like you're in charge of the place, get free room and board, and you think you're better than us?
Okay.
You've had your say. I'd like to pass now.
I'd like to kick your ass. What do you think of that? It's okay, let him come.
No. Hit me.
And all of his friends will feel it. Or I was going to say, he just needed somebody to... That should be enough.
Was there any difference between 1, 2, and 3?
I don't...
Then what would you expect to get out of 4, 5, and 6 that you did not get out of 1, 2, and 3?
Yeah, get out of the way.
What will satisfy your anger will never come from me or anyone else here. I'm afraid you must look for it elsewhere.
That's interesting. I thought he was setting him up to make it look like a self-defense thing.
Must have been some kind of cheap trick. Come on.
Let's go down here and act tough.
I did nothing but relay your request to the Grand Council of Elders. The Shpa himself approved your request.
I like this storyline.
We are a gerontocracy, ruled by the oldest of our people, who are wise enough to guide us properly. This is my attaché, Kirin.
My apologies for being late.
Forgiven, please sit.
We would like access to your genetic records and medical files so that we could better understand your people and any dangers that might come to us or to you from other species.
Until now, we have kept our medical information to ourselves to prevent others from using it against us.
I mean, that information could be easily weaponized.
And if you were captured by another, and given the choice of betraying us or dying, which would you choose?
Well, you don't know Steven. He would die.
All the information will be kept in one file, triple encoded, and there are no copies. No one else has the passcode. If anyone enters the wrong code just once,
it's gone.
You aren't asking anything that I haven't already considered, and the answer is yes. I would die before I allow my work to be used in biogenetic warfare.
He has proven that several times that we've seen.
I will arrange to have as many of our medical files as possible transferred to your system. The material should be there by the time you get back to MedLab.
But what if he finds out?
Finds out what?
If it is the will of Oshita.
Oh, they're going to set us up with a nice little conundrum, huh?
Why isn't somebody taking care of you?
Because they understand at times like this, I prefer not to be disturbed.
So why did you let him do that to you?
Because then there would have been 7 of our people hurt instead of just 1. Violence is not our way, Lita.
Yeah, well, times like this, it is mine.
No.
Violence is their way.
It would look different for the telepaths, too.
The Psycho has adopted their ways, treating us as the mundanes treat them because they're afraid of themselves.
It's interesting. The Psychor has adopted their ways.
No government based on violence has endured. Sooner or later, they all fall.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Why should we use the same tools of violence and fear that they use?
But when they do this, doesn't it make you mad? I mean, don't you want to strike back? Couldn't you just...
He could probably kill them all.
A BCFMO. A brightly colored, fast-moving object. You don't just walk into a room, you blaze in and blaze out again like a comet.
Brightly colored, fast-moving object. I like it.
Stop smiling.
Then go away. If you're here, I'm afraid I can't help myself.
I'm happy for Lita. I know it's going to all turn to shit, but I'm happy for her right now. Right in this moment right now. Vet move there. Kissing the non-injured side. Nice job. See how happy she is? Oh, it's going to turn so bad.
You leave us every night. Why?
I don't feel like I belong here. Not yet, anyway.
Yes, you do. Stay with us tonight.
No, I can't, Byron. I want to, but...
Lita does not yet feel she truly belongs among us. What do you say?
Is that the music that they were singing? Or the song they were singing? I know this is gonna... Everybody... I know it's gonna turn bad. I know it. But right now, it's not... It's cool, man. I'm happy for Lita. It's gonna be so bad, though.
There's something I don't understand about these records. Now, your civilization has been around for 7,000 years, but these files on your evolution and medical history only go back about 800 years.
All the conclusions and results of the previous years are there, are they not?
Yes, but it's important to know the historical process that led to those conclusions. Now, if I could just
I'm
have...
sorry, Doctor. Those are all the files I was given.
Very well. We keep our secrets. I wouldn't even push it, Franklin.
Computer, check Hayek Historical Archives. How far back do we have records of their society, their culture, their government?
Checking. Records date back between 750 years and 820 years.
That's it? They're hiding something.
Yeah, have they been around? Is that it? Or did they like move in and take over for whatever? They're not even really the Hayek. That'd be interesting.
You go on ahead. I'll catch up.
Don't do anything to Peter. Do not do anything to Peter. Oh, Peter, are you a plant? Oh, shit, dude. Or he's lost. I think the worst. I think the worst. You're on the wrong floor, bud.
He was.
Stop. Don't do it.
What are you looking at, freak? I said, what are you Go, look out!
Run, kid, run. You can't, this isn't gonna stop them. Please don't. Oh, God. So you're gonna beat this kid to death? Oh my God.
Breathing is erratic. Analyzing.
How is he?
Not good, but I think he'll live.
Why aren't you working on him?
Look, I've got my best trauma team handling his case. Right? If they can't handle it, nobody can. Now, do you know what happened?
Yes, he was attacked by one of you. For the crime of being who he is and what he is.
Not one of me.
They're not going to do anything stupid now, are they?
Not if Byron can stop them.
Well, if they're so upset, where are they?
Already hunting.
20 cc's of diaphragm.
Ah, poor kid.
Take good care of him. He's a very special case.
So now responsible.
I take care of all of them, buddy.
No! No! I didn't do anything! Stop! Stop!
Tell us who did it.
It's me. Still. Let it go. Do it for me.
They're gonna have to do a lot to really make me not like these telepaths, guys. Oh, I know I'm in the minority, I think.
Fritz!
Oh, hey, Zach.
Hold it right there.
What are you talking about?
Let him go. Listen to me. He didn't do anything.
Yeah. Doesn't look that way to me. It's all right, Lita. It's all right.
Come on.
All right, get him out of here.
Oh, this is utter horse shit.
Search all available files for any records from any of the other races.
They're keeping the guy in frame in the window. I wonder why.
This can't wait. I need to talk to them. Calm them down. If I don't speak to them, something terribly wrong is going to happen.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, boy. Is this... I know, this is awful. But my question is this. Is that terribly wrong? I mean, the dude was absolutely... He's a monster. He was... whatever. I mean, you reap what you sow, right?
We had a sighting of Reactor, very rare. Came into our encampment and asked to come with us. Per our contract, we refused and notified those in charge of collection.
Do they have a picture?
Right, check alien records. Cross-reference with Reactor. Include all variant spellings giving hard copy readout.
Stand by.
Was this like a... almost like a two-species type of place that was...
Do as I tell you, or die.
Well, we have a lot of irritating people in this episode, don't we?
And save your time, Karen. I know your secret.
That doesn't look like you.
It's a case of parallel evolution. 2 sentient races developed on your world. The other race splitting off from the main line about 1 million years ago, like the Neanderthal and Cro-Magnon on Earth.
Yep.
And all the while, there was intermarrying between the 2 sides, wasn't there?
It was a great scandal, but it continued throughout our history.
Religious laws were passed that made it immoral for one line to marry into the other. Then, immoral became illegal, then illegal, punishable by death, and then
it just became more efficient for you to wipe out the entire race.
Stephen, they didn't do it.
there were bounties placed on their heads. They were forbidden to leave our homeland. They tried to slip away, but any captain found transporting them was subject to arrest and execution. 40 million of them.
Dear God.
We are not responsible.
But we pay the price, Kirin.
What price? Oh, you must have known I'd stumble onto this.
Right.
Give him back his papers.
Yeah, the cat's out of the bag here, everybody.
Take a look at the numbers for our population growth.
It's going the other way.
The birth rate is down nearly 20%. Looks like it's been decreasing steadily for centuries, but...
Don't have the other genetic makeup. Or they weren't supposed to be the strain that survived.
You needed something in their DNA to keep your species growing through interbreeding. Without it...
We are dying. We killed the Reactor.
Now they're killing us.
We are a dying people. Unless you help us.
Why would I do that after being held at effing gunpoint?
But what it means is morally, I can't help you. Besides, something as massive as this, it's beyond my capabilities. It would take the resources of several league worlds to conduct studies on your biology. But if you keep this a secret, nothing will be done. And your people, your race, will eventually die out.
Let him go.
I mean, it's the sins of the past, you know.
But now that another has discovered our truth, we may as well acknowledge it. It is too high a price to pay to do otherwise.
Because, I mean, they did say like 700, 800 years ago, right? Probably, or even earlier.
Only forgiveness can come from the Reactor. Too bad they're all dead.
Jesus, Stephen taking a firm stance here.
The guy that got attacked woke up about an hour ago. Didn't remember who did it to him. Only thing he does seem to remember is you tried to help him. The story confirms what you told us.
Then I can go now.
You can go.
Take the zip tie off me, please.
My guys found Carl's body about an hour ago. Not a pretty sight.
No.
I'm sure it wasn't. Right?
Don't suppose you know anything about that.
How would I have been in here the whole time?
We are handling this really, really badly.
I suspect if you had not kept me locked up here all day, there might be one less dead body in your morgue. Please, try and remember that next time.
Oh, Zach, I love you, buddy, but he is right. It's a very, very interesting conundrum we have here with the telepaths. Honestly, one of the better ones we've had in Babylon 5. I like what JMS is doing here.
I could feel it when it happened. Through 14 decks, layers of steel and wire and doors, I could feel it.
He was a violent, dangerous man. I can't condone what they did, but I understand it.
I'm with you, Lita.
Then I must learn to do more.
That's where you're wrong. You have done more for these people than you will ever understand.
You can guide, you can't puppet.
5 lifetimes ago, you said I was your willow. Offering you shade and rest. Then rest in me. Even if it's only for a little while.
Wow. Okay.
There's something you should know before we...
I thought that was a jacket. I didn't know it was everything.
Byron, the Vorlons changed me. More than you could possibly know. I don't know what it'll do once you get past my barriers and I get past yours.
Oh, we're sticking on this shot. This is risque as hell. For network TV in the 90s. Oh. What? Oh, they can all feel this shit. What? What? Is that I can't tell. Is it like every species? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, not great.
It was the Vorlons.
Yes.
They created telepaths on 100 worlds.
Oh, okay.
Interfered with their genetic development. Took people from their homeworlds and adjusted them over the course of the centuries.
We knew that. We knew that.
We would be able to walk and live and work among normals without fear of persecution if the Vorlons had not interfered with our normal development.
What are we going to do here? They're gone.
We were told that our abilities were our gift and our curse, and that we were somehow responsible for it. But we're not.
You are victims, yeah.
But the other races are still here. We were made telepathic to serve their cause, save their worlds. Now they have to recognize that. They have to understand that they are responsible for us, for our condition.
I don't follow that logic.
We'll ask to speak to the Alliance, put our case before them, see if they can be persuaded to do the right thing.
What about the race that died off? Their world?
Then we'll make sure they have no other choice.
Oh boy. All right, everybody, we just finished watching Secrets of the Soul, the 7th episode of the 5th season of Babylon 5, and the only thing left to do is talk about it. All right, everybody, we just finished Secrets of the Soul, the 7th episode of the 5th and final season of Babylon 5. Okay, I liked a lot of what they did. In fact, I liked the majority of this episode except for the end. I am very curious to see what you guys think, because this situation seems shoehorned. And I hate to say that because what the hell do I know? But at the same time, everything seemed to be very, very organic with like the delivery of the Lord, the delivery of just basically the counterpoint stuff that the telepaths were having to go through. I was down. I was completely on board and I understood both their side of everything that was going on. And I really didn't see the side of, the mundanes. I didn't see, I saw and was sympathetic for the telepaths. Let's cut to the end. Byron's leap to say, as soon as Lita said the Vorlon aren't here anymore, there's nobody to go up and punch in the mouth for this. There's nobody to prosecute in a court of law. There's nobody to blame. There's no fingers. There's nobody at the end of the finger when you're pointing it. Yes, did the Vorlon do something horrendous as far as like what the ultimate outcome was here? Sure, absolutely. Do you really think that they gave a shit? I mean, they did it in real time to Lita, and they could have carried. Kosh was really the only one that we were given as a sympathetic example of the Vorlon race. Everybody else was, dear God, it was like we had zealots on both sides of the Vorlon and the Shadow. I mean, everybody was just in their own camp, and that was that. And so, of course, they don't give a. The Vorlon still, if you could somehow summon them back. They would admit to it and be like, who cares? Yeah, we absolutely made telepaths across everything, but you're welcome. They wouldn't give a shit if you condemn them. And when Lita said, hey, there's nobody left to blame, and Byron says, oh, but the other races, they knew, and now they owe us a world. That is a big leap, my friend, and it doesn't make sense because, again, that would almost say, okay, the other races are accomplices of the Vorlon. They knew what was going on. They were giving us to them for this type of stuff. That's not how it went down. I mean, now, could there have been maybe examples of that happening where somebody, the Vorlon, but the Vorlon never really, revealed themselves. So I would even argue that there was never any type of situation where one of the races was, literally, volunteering their own population to the Vorlon. The Vorlon were just taking folks. And that's, from what we had heard in the past, that's what had been happening. They had been taken, changed, and put back. And then I guess, through the generations and genetics and whatnot, we were developing for the long term, the long run, every 1,000-year cycle for the fight. And again, the Vorlon could have given two shits about that. I don't like the idea now, and this is a great parallel with our B plot that we had in this one with the, God, I'm going to butcher the Haya, whatever their names, with a Hyrak or Rakio or whatever they're called. I literally just heard it and I've already forgotten it. Great parallel, though, because you had two parallel civilizations that were growing, two parallel species, and one took out the other. In many ways, that's what we're looking at here with telepaths and mundanes as we're setting up this type of scenario. So it's like, okay, so basically, this town isn't big enough for the both of us, is now with the path that we're being set upon. And I didn't like that. And I'll tell you what I didn't like either. If you're going to have Byron completely change his outlook, where Byron is going to go from this guy who was legitimately willing to get his ass kicked for peace, to just keep the status quo, protect his people. He wanted to be out of the brig, obviously, to even save the life of this thug who, I'll be very honest, Babylon 5's better off without this guy. I know, but that's not the way Byron thought. Byron wanted to be down there and help him. And now all of a sudden we have this almost like a fundamental soul-changing shift where all of a sudden he has a path that very well could lead to violence, or a path that very well could lead to anything other than a peaceful outcome to all of this. Oh my word. I didn't like that kind of reveal that prompted them. If you're going to do something like that, if you are going to have a seismic shift, and again, what the hell do I know? But I think for me, it would have worked better if Peter had died. If Peter, this very gentle person had been killed by this guy, and that had started Byron kind of spiraling, and then you had this reveal. Those types of really emotional beats might have been a little bit more for me. But in this situation, I'm not sure that he would have, the Byron that we've been presented with, I'm not sure he would have changed course this quickly. In fact, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't have. And we had the reveal before. We were told his biggest mistake was having the telepath colony on board Babylon 5. We know it's not going to turn out well, but JMS never does anything without purpose. He is every little detail that he includes in something, it's so important. This guy, he is dotting every I and crossing every T for a reason. Sure, could you phone a couple of these things in and just have a fun scene or a scene that's not going anywhere? Sure, but JMS doesn't do that. And if he's ever done that, then it's really just been part of the story anyway, so it's not, everything is by design with this guy. And so he presented for me, he made the telepaths incredibly sympathetic. You look at them and you think, man, they're just looking to find some place to be safe. Who are you going to argue with? Anybody? They're not criminals on the run. They're criminals by the law of you can't be a telepath unless you're taking drugs or working for Psy Corps. That's not a law that anybody that values their own freedom would want to be. And they haven't done anything that we know of. They said they were kind of, they had a couple charges and stuff, but all that seemed sort of fabricated and benign. But anyway, as far as we know, they are not violent offenders. They're not somebody that could be wanted and put into prison for, or had, personality removal or anything like that. Nobody's done anything to that level that we are made aware of. They're sympathetic. I still am cheering for them to find a spot, find a place, some place to call home where they're safe. It's not gonna happen. Man, with JMS, you just know you're heading towards a brick wall at 150 miles an hour. There's no way you can turn to get out of the way. This is just, we're on a collision course now. And, okay, and I keep what are the name of the race that died off that was, oh my God, horrific. That horrific plague that took them all out. They basically have a world that we knew was being looted, but at the same time, didn't they destroy their jump gate to get there? So that world's sort of removed from everybody now, to the point where they were supposed to be like looters or something on the planet. And when they blew up the gate, it's like they were basically stuck there with no way to ever get off. Because I'm assuming that it would just take like years, I guess, now to get there without a jump gate. If it was any way close enough, that in my mind would be the perfect solution. You guys go there. There's a world with infrastructure that is already taken care of. We'll work on getting a jump gate put over there or built or make sure that you guys are part of the community. Or if you don't want that, you can go there. All the telepaths that are around, hey, these are the coordinates of that planet. Get there. Because again, if you wanted to be separate and safe, someone would really, we could have jump capable ships that would take them there, right? Yeah, we have plenty of we could have, White Stars take them out there or something like that. To me, that would be, that's the compromise that I think works the best. But we're not going to have that. We're not going to have that. We're going to have a conflict. We've been told as much, that we have a telepath war that is coming. And, friends, I didn't like the change here, but boy, oh boy, it's going to be very difficult for me. They're almost going to have to change these telepaths in a way that is going to seem a little forced for me to really lose the sympathy that JMS has created inside that group. I don't know. What do you all think? I know that so many of you have already seen everything and you know how it's going to play out, and if everybody goes off the deep end or there's some horrific event that comes up in the future. How did you feel at this point, if you can look at it? I mean, did you, and again, I'm sure it's by design with JMS to elicit this type of sympathy. I just feel like I don't feel like I'm being set up, but I do. Well, friends, we talked about it at the beginning of the episode. JMS is going to show you a moment. He is going to show you, whether it be an argument, a debate, a problem. He's going to give you both sides, and he is not going to tell you or lean one side to the other. He's going to just give you all the facts and say, pick your own side. I'm not going to tell you which one I'm on, or even if I am on one, because this is the way that the world works. You're presented with facts. Make your own decisions. JMS, you beautiful bastard. I love each and every sentence you write. If you could do me a favor, friends, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps out a small channel and allows me to alert you next time it's time for Babylon 5 or any of our sci-fi fare. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description. And if you're not a fan of Patreon, consider YouTube memberships. You'll get all of our episodes at least a day early. But my dear friends, all that was then and this is now. And now, unfortunately, it's time for us to leave Babylon 5. But Babylon 5 sure as hell doesn't leave us. I'll be thinking about this one for quite some time. But it's our turn to leave. And as the Greek chorus, our job now is to continue the work that JMS and all of his creatives started by trying to find as many ears as possible to tell this, the greatest story ever told. And so, friends, now it's our job. We go out, we find people that haven't seen Babylon 5, and we ask them the question, would you like to hear the greatest story ever told? And friends, thus we help to continue to spread the narrative and makes ourselves a vitally important part of said narrative. As our reward, we get to jump back into the episode at a scene of our choosing to say goodbye from. Well, friends, you know what? I am going to actually take us to the beginning of the episode when there was a little bit of hope. When Peter and like the next kind of wave of telepaths came in, and the music that was playing was the music that accompanied the song that they were singing in one of the other episodes. And there was a moment where things looked bright, where things looked possible. But now, it's not so bright. It's not so possible. And the only way to figure out what happens is to watch the next episode. Until such time, old friends, Vulcan roll, and I'll see you.